this up, but I assure you. I know you believe you can keep this up, but I assure you. I know you believe you can keep this up, but I assure you.
No two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them that's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Boise State's offense will have first crack at this one. The Bulldogs slipped by the Broncos the last time these two got together.
Well, you know that winning this game means so much to both of these programs. David, you had to be impressed, though, by how Fresno closed out that game the last time these two teams went out.
Yeah, with the emotions, with the adrenaline. Usually the underdog in this matchup. Obviously, Boise, a proud program, so interested to watch this rematch.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Finds the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got rid of it just in time.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Gashing the D on the right. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fresno State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Madsen. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the toss. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. So,
and the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the left.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
To throw, it's Madsen. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Broncos will punt this one away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He rifles one deep to the left. It's picked off. That's number 10.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. The Broncos will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Throws to the tight end. Wide open, makes the tackle. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Lets it fly. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. Finds a man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's first and 10 from the 38. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 30 short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to do it on the ground. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, the ground game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it and they'll maintain possession. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Boise State. Once he got some room, it was over.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They're going to open this drive with a pass, and they can't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The ricochet off the left upright and through. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you...
He's got it along the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The pitch to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old milk can.
The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll try to run for it. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He breaks a tackle. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting a sack.
Pulls in the deep ball. There he goes. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect it,
couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Finding open areas. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He fires one deep over the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, it's Riley. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. Wide open space. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And you
you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. It's complete on the right side. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep one.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The toss to the right. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Hauls it in. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're testing the right side here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Throws to the tight end. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Using his feet to buy time. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown Broncos! The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. So the Bulldogs get the win over the Broncos, and you know Fresno State is going to relish this victory for every single second until they clash again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.